When you're letting out your inner...
Every time. We'll be live in a second here, guys. I'm just finishing up some final things, and then we will jump right in. I appreciate all of your patience. Looking forward to seeing you on the stream in a bit. As soon as this ad finishes playing, oh my word, this is so unprofessional. We're here for the authentic experience, ladies and gentlemen. See you all in a bit. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Saturday. Thank you so much for being here and spending some time with me. I'm really excited. I am so pumped for today. Today we're going to be playing through some Stanley Parable. Now, I don't know if you guys know much about this game, but originally this game was released in 2013. Hey, Dario, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. I need to fix some chat stuff, I see. Because for whatever reason, it seems like chat is not working as it should. There we go. Let's move that back over. Welcome, Manifest. Thank you so much for being here. So, guys, today we're going to be playing through some Stanley Parable. Now, this game was originally released in 2013. And I remember watching it when it was released on Markiplier's channel way back in the day when he was still like screamy and shouty. And ever since then, all I wanted to do was to play the game and play it and like just experience the world that is the Stanley Parable. Downside was I didn't have a computer, so I had to wait. And when I finally did have the means to acquire a machine capable of gaming on and streaming on, I was like, you know what? I'm going to add this to the streaming list. So the Stanley Parable is actually on my list of games to stream. And as the regular viewers will know, I finished Outlast a couple of days ago. There's a playlist on my channel. If you're curious, you can go and watch through it in half-an-hour segments. The total gameplay is around 6.5 hours, but you can watch through it in an episodic format because I've formatted it for that. We just finished that, and that was so much fun. And after that, I was going to switch it up before I played, the sequel, the DLC to Outlast. So I was thinking about playing the original Stanley Parable from 2013 because Outlast was released in 2013 and so was Stanley Parable. So there's like a correlation between the two. And then yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, I get a notification from Steam saying that the Stanley Parable Deluxe Edition has been released. and my mind like goes through the roof. Like I was like working. It was like 6-7 o'clock at night. And I was the work I was doing ran like it was a late day. And I nearly lost my mind. I was so excited. I was also a little bit sad because I'm like, damn, I really wanted to play through some of the original Stanley Parable before the new one was released. Seems that's not the case, so we're just going to be jumping right into the Deluxe Edition. So what's important to note about the Deluxe Edition is that it isn't actually a sequel. It is a remastering and a reimagining of the original game, and an expansion upon that, which for me is so exciting because the first game in itself, it broke the fourth wall between like what is a game, like where you're just playing on a like keyboard and mouse, and then what actually interacts with you physically, much like with Phasmophobia where you use your microphone to talk to ghosts. In this case, your actions have a direct impact on the game, and it's not like there's 3 like stories to tell, and whichever route you pick is, you know, you reach whatever conclusion. Every decision you make, whatever it is, there's some sort of feedback on that from the game, which is like, oh, I remember watching Markiplier play it, and it was such a satisfying experience because he would do something completely arbitrary, and the game would have a response for it, being like, you shouldn't be here or whatever. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are excited as I am. As I said, never. Stop it. Shh. Lots of noises. Lots of noises. I just got a very cute message from my friends, but let's not sit through that advert. Let's jump straight in. Hey Jess, thank you so much for being here. A little bit earlier of a stream tonight. I wanna go watch a film tonight, so I don't wanna stream too late. And I think this is the perfect time for everybody to jump on. Ashley, thank you so much for being here. If you guys could all like leave a like on the stream, that'd be fantastic. It helps with other people finding it. But yeah, let us jump right in to the Stanley Parable. Let me just change up some settings here. It's a little bit loud. Let's turn that down. Let's turn that down. So I'm not going to try and explain too much about the base game, purely because I think the game will do that because it's not a sequel. I think it will do that. As I said, this is the first time I've launched the game. I've never actually played it before. Yeah, let's give this a little bit more volume. A one-handed walking controller vibration. I don't know what any of this means. Video settings. I mean, this all looks great, I guess. This is all quality high. That's what you want. That's a pretty cool game. Jessica, I agree. Let's jump on in. The end is never the end, is there? Never the end, is there? Never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hi, I'm Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427, that's me.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley
And
was
then
happy.
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Right. No messages. No lead on what I should do for the day. I suppose I shall leave my office. No, I've never left my office. Loki forgot this was a public holiday. I'm not working on a public holiday, Michael. Don't stress about that. Yeah, finding the confidence to leave my desk. No orders. Not quite certain what to do. Wow, I have a very dreary office. I have an extremely dreary office. Look at this. CRT monitor from like 2002. Totally a public holiday. Is this really what I spend every day of my life? I can push buttons. I'm just gonna give this a little bit more punch. A little bit more punch. Did that save? Yes, it did. Still nothing. Nothing. Wait. If I try and drink from my coffee mug, it makes keyboard sounds. It's kind of funny. Okay. I guess let's try and have a look around.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Mr. Memo. Hello? Anybody here? Nobody?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Yes. Wow. There is nobody here. Stephen, are you hiding down here? Hello? Tap on your keyboard. Oh, I can turn yours off. Can I turn yours on? Wait, what? Did I? Wait. Wait a second. Wait a second. What's going on here? Hello?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the app until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Wow.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Wow.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Well, I can make a decision. No.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer?
I mean, I don't know.
Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
No, I think I would have thought through it. That's insulting.
Now, think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
100%.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time.
Yes.
What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one?
I don't know. I haven't said
Imagine
yes
if you
yet.
had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not.
All right.
In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Yeah, you've been talking for so long.
I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
So now what do I do? Do I just stay here and see if he's going to tell me, like, damn, dude, you've been sitting here for so long. Do you really not? Are you not even interested in playing the game? No, I'm not going to wait for that. Let's just hit yes. Hello? Yes? Oh, hello? I'm stuck? I'm stuck? You can't jump. Hey, I got my first achievement. No, it's all part of the guy's plan. Yeah, alright. So, tell you what, let's just... Are you sick of this gag? No, let's just begin the game again. Let's just start afresh. Hi, I'm Stanley, and my co-workers are not present. Shall we take a stroll through? Hello? 429? Nope.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Why is nobody at work? But
No matter how hard Stanley looked,
Yes.
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What a mystery.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Yes.
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
I'm advance the story in any way. I'm partially blind, and I, by law, have to touch everything in order to fully understand and grasp what's going on. All right. Let's just move on, shall we? Quite nice. Still can't jump. Hello? Anybody home? So I don't know how I feel about all these offices being like just numbers. You know, this could easily be like, you know, Gerald's office and George's office and Lisa's office, but everyone just gets numbers. Like, that's kind of awaiting input. Wait. Can I get to your keyboard? Come on. Input received. Wait a second. We are more key. Surname access. I love this game. Yeah, you and me both, Brie. I'm looking for secrets, and I think I found one. Input received. Purple. All right. We need to remember that. I feel like that's a secret already. Does that mean any of the computers back here have turned on? Sorry, we'll like, I'll push forward in the game in a second. I kind of have completionist syndrome. You know, we want to like experience everything a game has to offer, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I second that. Yeah, let's go. All right. So it doesn't seem like I can do anything else here. So let's just move on. Or 17. Hello. What's up there? Nothing? I hate Mondays. You and me both, bro. You and me both. Discover the secrets. I'm looking.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What do we do? When Stanley entered the room, he entered the door on the left. Do we follow, or do we go right? Left or right? Come on, chat. Cheese. I need 2 responses that match, and then I'll pick that one. Left or right? Left or right? Left or right? Let's have a look. See, what do you guys pick? Anything? Any secrets in here in the meantime? Left or right? Left or right? Left. Dario says left. I should have had this the stream settings set to. Oh damn! I can't set that now. Right. We got 2 rights. Ooh, disobedient. Right. Restart. All right. So we got more rights than left. Vian reckons you restart the game. I have no doubt we'll be doing that in a second. So let's screw you, narrator. Let's go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, the employee lounge. Yes, let us go have a look and see. Alt F4, Michael.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Wow.
Stanley simply
So
stood here,
blue.
drinking it all in.
Like the cool drinks from this vending machine. So refreshing. I'm so pleased we went this way. What's this? Hello?
Yes, really worth it being here in the room.
What a
A
soothing
room
blue.
so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yes, I think so too. Wow, what a game.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
All right, I'll move
It's
on.
possible
I'll move
that
on.
this is why everyone left.
Excuse me? I promise the fact that everyone is missing has no correlation with my interest in this particular shade
Stanley
of
sat around
navy
waiting
blue.
for more dialogue.
Oh my
but when
God.
a long
Okay,
time had
okay,
passed
okay,
and there
okay.
was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Okay, fine. Under the table? Nothing under the table. Nothing. All right, we'll move on. Fine.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
Yes, what
and
a
took the
wonderful
first open
room.
door on his left to get back to business.
Are we going left? First open door on the left. I'll give you guys a taste of what the rooms look like. We got like a construction-y open area over there. And we have an access room to the other corridor. What do you guys think? Are we going straight or left? I can't exactly go backwards. Any secrets? Hello? Anything in here? No? We're kind of going to do this run with you guys picking, and then from there I'll jump on it. What do you guys think? Vian, do what the voice tells you. Let's do it. Let's go left.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
But yeah, he knows where you live. All right. Construction open room. Oh, we were a little bit far gone past there. Can I go backwards? The elevator. Do it. I was too slow, Michael. I'm sorry. We'll do it in the next one. Let's go straight ahead here. Straight ahead.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Whiteboard
hoping
manager.
he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. No, I wasn't done reading. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Thank you. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. The elevator would have taken you places, James. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. We'll do it on the... We'll do it on...
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
But this is a nice room, don't you think, narrator? I'm going to fight with this dude the whole game.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
But this bucket, narrator, have you not seen the interest and intrigue in this yellow design? Wow.
It was
and
baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
How long
As
do you
it
think it's
is,
gonna last?
He's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
This is like just standing here doing sweet fuck all. Excuse me, sir. I am trying to entertain people.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing
Yes.
around doing nothing? Why?
Because I
Please
can.
offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
See, if you consider the third dimensional construct to our reality, you may perceive that in the fourth dimension there might be an
You
expanse
do
present.
realize
within
there's no
this-
choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
But what if this broom
I
is the
never
third
would have
input?
thought to mention it.
Yes, because you're dumb. Now, you see, my feeble mind is intrigued by the smallest things.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Well, friends, all of you guys in chat, do you find this concerning? I would love to know. I mean, like, yeah,
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
This guy's going to get my stream banned. That's so rude. All right.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
Please don't call
them. Prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
All right, I'll leave the room.
So that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Mr. Narrator, please.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
All right, fine. We'll leave. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This was quite the trip.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh my god. All right. So welcome to the Stanley Parable. I'm sure by now you have realized what this game is about. Now, up ahead we can go down or up. I'm going to go down.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, sir. Ooh. Secrets? Secrets. Hi, Lonnie. I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to the second. It's what all the cool kids are doing. I've decided to write back. Here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing is sending each other pages on their beepers. Speak for yourself. I'm still bloody confused. We are way cooler than them because I guess what they can't put this on a beeper. Alright, cats on a motorcycle. Choose your own ending vibe. Jessica, that's exactly what this is. I don't know if you guys ever read Goosebumps back in the day. Goosebumps Goosebumps books used to have choose your own adventures, and they were like my fave. Used to love reading them. Where at the bottom of the page it'd be like, if you choose to save Sydney, go to page 47. If you choose to fight the monster, go to page 191. I almost always died and never actually finished the books. Don't be a hero, guys.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Yes,
he
I
might
could
be
never
fired
face
for
him.
that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Exactly.
All because he believed everyone had vanished.
I'm not
His
delusional.
boss would think he was crazy.
Exactly.
And then something occurred to Stanley.
Yes.
Maybe, he thought to himself,
Downstairs.
maybe I am crazy.
No.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Makes total sense.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
I wonder.
No, Stanley said to himself.
No.
This is all too strange.
This is
can't be
all
real.
too strange.
And at
This
last,
can't be
he
real.
came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
Yes.
He just hadn't found the words for it.
Yes.
I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
I just need to
And
wake
he
up.
thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
How do you wake up in a
I'll
dream?
have to go back to my boring
You kill
real-life
yourself,
job
right?
pushing
In your dream,
buttons.
you kill
I
yourself?
may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yes.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Wait a second.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and
Wow.
Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Wow.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
Yes.
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Are you God?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who
Wait.
found it particularly strange.
This is
I'm
fourth
dreaming about a
dimensional.
voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
Yo,
he
that's
thought.
meta. Wow.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
No.
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been
No, but
in his
I was
life.
just flying. I'm not
Now,
crazy.
hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Wait a
After
second.
all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How
I'm not
else would the voice
crazy.
explain all that? This
No.
voice was a part of himself too, surely.
Yes.
Surely, if he could just...
Wake up.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was
Yes.
in control. That
I'm not
this
walking
was
in
a
a
dream.
This is a dream.
So he
I will
closed
wake
his
up.
eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Wake up.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
Yes.
the fresh air of a world
I'm not
outside this
crazy.
one.
Wake up.
Let me wake up,
Up.
he thought to himself.
Let me wake
I'm
up.
through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Yes.
Please. It's all I want.
Yes.
I want my apartment, and my wife,
This is a
and my
nightmare.
job.
I'm
all
not
I
crazy.
want is my life exactly the way it's always
I'm
been.
not stuck, Jessica.
My
Don't
life
worry.
is normal.
I'm waking up.
I am normal.
I am normal.
Everything will be fine.
Yes, I'm not crazy.
I am okay.
I'm okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please,
Ah!
someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am
Panic.
real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must
Please,
be. Can
I'm
anyone
having an
hear my voice?
existential
Who am
crisis.
I?
Help.
Who am I?
Help me.
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Excuse
But on
me.
this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy.
I'm
This
not
much she
crazy.
knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
I'm not
And in
crazy.
that moment, she
Are you
thought to
crazy?
herself how lucky she
you
was to be
crazy?
normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
I'm
But
so
then she
normal.
remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
Fuck,
The
I'm
very
late.
important people whose impressions of her would affect her career.
Yes.
And by extension, the rest of her life.
Wow.
She had no time for this.
Never.
So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
Not
And then
disturbed
she
by
turned
this
and ran.
at all. Okay. Are you sure you're not crazy, lady? The end is never the end is never the end. Hi, I am Stanley, and it appears as if no one is in my office.
All of his co-workers were gone.
God.
What could it mean?
Hmm.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Yes.
he had simply missed a memo.
Yes. I wonder where everybody has gone. I am so intrigued.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Establo no inglés, mucho grande si vous plaît. Mi nombre es James.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
Yes,
and
it
Stanley
is.
knew it perfectly well.
My sense of
Perhaps he
direction
wanted to
is
stop
awful.
by the employee lounge first,
Yes.
just to admire it. Wow. Yes.
Wow.
This room. What a
Yes.
beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced
just
this
need
room
coffee.
was now too horrible even to consider.
Yes. 5th Annual Subcontract Meeting, International Revenue Analysis of Royal Dimensions.
Really
All right,
worth
all right,
it being
whoa,
here in the
whoa.
room.
No, we got it.
Room so... But eager to get back to business,
Yes.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yes. He took the first open door ahead of him. Wow.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wow. What a room. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping. So if you die, you have to pay $5,000. Wow. But
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Never.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
No.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Who?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Who have I forgotten
Please,
about?
stop trying to make every decision
Jump.
by yourself. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to
died.
his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone
you.
thinks you are very powerful.
I am so controlled in my own destiny. You can't tell me what to do.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What
could it
could
mean?
it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Never. A memo? I'm not late for a meeting. I mean, probably, but
When
I mean,
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting
my eyes were
room,
closed.
and Stanley
I'm
knew it
sorry.
perfectly well.
I wasn't really
Perhaps he
paying
wanted to
attention.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of
Wow.
art.
Yes.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
First open door ahead of him.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
I don't think
here.
so.
I'm not your enemy, really. I'm
No,
not.
we're friends.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this,
You're gonna
but I
kill me,
really
bro.
do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Okay,
Look,
okay.
let me prove it.
I'm all
Let me
ears.
prove that I'm on your side.
Yeah, okay,
Give
fine,
me a
fine,
chance.
Fine. I've been rather dismissive. I will follow everything you have to say. Fine. I've been on my own adventure long enough, and I realize the fault of my ways, and I will follow you to this beauty that you mentioned. I won't complain. I won't
Now
fight.
listen carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, beautiful. I
Oh,
want to see
thank
it.
God you are willing to listen to me.
Of course.
Do you
You're
see
gonna
that
show-
I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
Absolutely.
The problem is all these choices. The two of
Yes.
us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Right.
Running and running and
I'm
running, just the way
so
you're doing right
indecisive.
now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Yes.
I wanted to stop.
I'm losing my mind.
We would both
I'm
be
walking
so
through
much
the
happier
fourth
if we
dimension.
just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here,
do?
let me show you.
Oh wow. Show me. Darkness.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I wish I knew.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Wow.
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Me too.
I actually feel happy.
Wow. The contentment. This moment. I will cherish it forever, narrator. You have led me. I know I've been dismissive, but you've led me down a path. Beauty. Wow. Look at the colors. Can I fall off? No, I can't. Wow. Do I leave? I don't know if I want to leave. Narrator. This is so beautiful. What else do you have to show me? Wow. If I exit, will it all end? Is this all a ruse? Are you lying to me?
No, wait. Where are you going?
Okay, fine. I'll go back.
Right. Where were we?
Heaven. I'm so sorry I doubted you. I shall stay here forever. Staring off into the abyss. This is life. The mindless following of a fourth dimensional being. No choice is certain, but if I follow the righteous decisions led by the voice of an almighty God, He will lead me to salvation. Look at this beauty. How could I ever challenge it? How? But I must, for I am delusional. I shall stare at the ground, for your beauty clouds my judgment, and I am an analytical being, and purple. No! I will continue onwards. I will not be convinced by your colors, by your bright lights. I shall exit this delusion. I am my own being. You cannot tell me what to do.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs.
No.
If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
That's okay.
We'll lose all of this.
We only have one life to live, and I choose
Please,
to
no,
live
Stanley,
my own.
let me stay
I
here.
am my
Don't
own
take
hero.
this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
No. You cannot tell me what to do, and in this moment, I choose to make my own decisions. Down the stairs, never. Down the stairs and live, never. For my decision is the one that counts. Be gone, narrator. For you have no control over me.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived.
What?
You had me worried there for a moment.
I had such
Now,
a dramatic ending
Can we please
planned.
get back to the other room?
No, you know what, fine. One wasn't enough. Ow, I'm walking slow.
No, what are you doing, Stanley?
Taking control
Please,
of my
I'm asking
destiny,
you not to
narrator.
take this away from me.
You
I
have
can't go back to what
no
I was
control.
before. If you die, we'll both go
That's
back. Why are
okay.
you doing this?
Life is a loop, but in this decision, it is my own.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
You didn't say please, narrator. Please. The most...
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
Yes.
You were literally
Yes.
willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Well, now you see, narrator, happiness is something that I believe personally that everybody should revel in. And I realize in throwing myself off these flights of stairs that I've been selfish in my decisions to prove that I am capable of my own decisions. And I think sometimes we need to open our eyes up to the world around us. You know?
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Yes. Life isn't about being selfish. If we all just work together.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Absolutely. This is happiness. Look at the color. Look at the stars like my dreams. You know, this is where we truly can grow as people. When we aren't being selfish about our own decisions. When we're choosing to live in coherence with one another. Listening to the thoughts and understandings of the people around us, and giving in wholeheartedly to that, submissing. Well, that's life. Never making your own decisions, but wholeheartedly giving yourself to the blind leading of others. Now, I don't know about you, but that is a life I would love to live. And in this moment, I choose these colors, for the end of eternity. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Stanley Parable. Thank you so much for being here. No. No.
No, perhaps not.
No. Perhaps not. It has occurred to me that there is one thing I must do. This end, this cycle, it's far too much. It's all a ruse. What is going on? We'll know. We don't know. How could we possibly know? Life is a circle. I die, I live, I die, I live. The bright colors. It must end. In this moment, I choose death.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Yes.
Well, this one is yours.
Yes. Yes, no, the pretty colors, but independence, but beauty, and music, and grace, but life, and living, and deciding your own destiny. For on this flight of stairs, I choose my own future. I choose a future that's my own. Even though it may come to an end, I know that I die by my own choice.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Hi, I'm Stanley.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing?
I am confused. There appears to be a shift in the norm. Why am I so perturbed by the thinkings of my inner being?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace
yes.
of his co-workers.
The feeling has passed. Normalcy has returned. I wonder where my co-workers are. I'm not losing my mind. I am not delusional.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Yes.
he entered the door on his left.
Independent decision is far too much risk. I feel if I follow this voice within my head, it will lead me to safety.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
No.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yes, for in the corporate pyramid, it is the boss who will save me.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boss, where is everybody? Am I working on a public holiday? Red room, 50 Shades of Grey, question mark. Executive bathroom. Ooh, no. I must go see my boss. Oh, but I must see my boss. No receptionist? In here? Where is the boss? This looks official.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh, Stanley could have
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
No. But I have been following my inner voice this whole time. Why would I doubt it now? I think the code might be
2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yes, I stepped into the newly opened passageway by my own being and thinking. I wonder, what is this curious-looking design? Hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I will find the answers to this. Why have I been button pushing my entire life? Electrical faults?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
My mind is being controlled.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
What horrible
Stanley
thoughts did
thought
this
to
place
himself.
hold?
Did he
My
have the
mind is
strength
being
to find
controlled.
out?
Some Matrix vibes going on. My mind is being controlled.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Control. My mind.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I accept my reality blindly.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Never.
Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Mind control. Am I really a puppet? There's no way. There's no
But
way.
here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from
Fourth
this
dimensional
very place.
control.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yes, I have gained independence. The power of critical thinking and my own decision making. I shall end this all. I shall end it all. For no one else will ever be the burden, or feel the burden, of a fourth dimensional being of voice control.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power,
Yes.
he knew it was his duty, his
Yes.
obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and
Yes.
to everything it stood for.
Yes! It is me not listening to the voice in my head, admitting to the power of the fourth dimensional voice. I'm caught in a paradox. By turning the mind control machine off, I relinquish control to the voice that has been guiding me the whole time. Is the true free choice leaving it on? Is this all a trick? Is the on button actually the off button? Because it's the button the fourth dimensional voice doesn't want me to press? I think so. On, I say.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls,
I
did you?
did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you
Out of my
go
own
and you try to
freedom.
take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you
Yes.
wanted?
Yes.
Control?
Control.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off
No.
and leave.
That's what you
If
said.
you want to throw my story off track, you're going to
Yes.
have to do much better than that.
He knows.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you
He
think you
knows.
do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent,
He sussed me out.
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to
Fuck!
explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star.
Yes.
It's your story now. Shape
Yes.
it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
Never.
What all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway.
Press the green button
I'll tell
5
you
times.
exactly what happened to them. I erased them.
He erased
I
my
turned off the
co-workers.
machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons
3.
endlessly and
Blue
then dying
3.
alone.
What does that mean? Blue.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
Blue
I
3.
have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing.
Yes. Yes.
Watching you try to make sense of everything,
Incorrect.
and take back the control
Blue
wrested
1.
away from you, it's quite rich. I almost
1.
hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
Blue 1.
My
Blue 1.
goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Fuck.
But I'm enjoying this
1,
so
2.
much. You know
Clockwise?
what? To hell
Clockwise?
with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Please.
Why not?
Please. Please.
These
Thank
are
you.
precious additional seconds.
Yes,
Stanley.
I agree.
Time doesn't grow on trees.
Blue 3.
Oh
Blue
dear
3. What
me,
does this
what's
mean?
the matter, Stanley?
Blue 3.
Is it that
blue
you
3.
have no idea where you're going
You have
or what
3
you're
attempts
supposed to be
remaining.
doing right
Oh,
now?
oh,
Or
10.
did you just assume when you saw that timer that
10.
something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Blue 3.
I mean,
blue 3.
look
blue
at
3.
you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little
10,
thing in this room.
10,
These numbered
10,
buttons. No, these
10.
colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything. Something here will save
Blue
me.
1. Blue 1.
Why
blue,
would you think that, Stanley?
Blue 1.
That
Blue
this
1.
video game can be beaten?
Yes.
Won? Sold?
Yes.
Do
I'm
you
an
have any
independent
idea
thinking
what your
being.
purpose in this place is?
Yes. I will figure it out. My brain.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along.
Blue 3.
It's just
blue
seconds
3. Blue
ticking
1.
away to your death. You're
Blue
only still
10.
playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see
Blue
you
1.
made
There's no blue
humble.
1 buttons.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
You're-
You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Goodbye, Employee 47.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
No.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
Never.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or
No.
will you let it go peacefully?
No.
Another choice. Make it count.
I'm trying. I'm
Or
trying.
don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life
There's
from the
no
moment
way.
we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
I died. I died. I think I died. I died. I did die. Hmm. Hmm.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes. The meeting room. Let's go to the meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes. I just need to go to the meeting room,
Yet
bro.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes. Ah, the boss's office. Ooh, I low-key need to use the bathroom. Let me just ask the receptionist. Ma'am, can I use the... Oh. No one's there, I guess. I mean, I suppose I can just use the bathroom, right? It's not the end of the world. To be rich is a crime. To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What if life would just be... What a life would it be to have to pick one? Extreme bathrooms. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life would it be to just pick one? Anything in here? Nothing, it's just the bathroom? Alright. Onwards. Hello, boss? 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 Pretty sure you'd be in the penthouse floor. Damn, bro. I mean, I can't. I don't want to dance this long on stream. Come now. Come now. Hello. Can you get me out of here? Excuse me? That's not how this works. Okay, we go down. Fuck it, we go down. You go down. We'll go downstairs. All right, so I'm gonna pose a question to you guys, Walter, just to break the fourth wall. Hi, streamer DustBin back here. I'm gonna pose a question to you guys. When this run ends, because it will, I want you to describe. I'm gonna play Stanley, a character, and I would like you to describe with one word. One word. Everybody send one word in chat. It can be anything. To describe my behavior. I will take everybody's words, mush them together and create a character, and then play the game with the character. If you guys are keen. If you're not keen, don't send anything. And then we'll go from there. So if you're keen, send one word describing a character. We'll go from there. If not, if nobody sends anything, we'll just carry on as we have in the past. I did a little bit of like role playing earlier. You probably noticed. But let's get you guys involved. Let me know what you think. Because, I mean, geez, this music, man. Hello! Any secrets in the roof? Can I escape? Erratic? Okay. I like Erratic. Erratic is really cool. Erratic is really cool. That's going to be a really fun one to play. I think there's a lot that we can do with it. Erratic, panic. So those tie together really nice, Jess and Dario. I love that, because I can tie erratic behavior in with panic. So I'm already getting a bit of a sense of a feeling for a character in my head. I don't want to say anything about the character you said because I don't want to lead if anybody else sends anything. I don't want to lead them on. But I have a couple ideas. Oh my word, bro! Come now, come. Let me out, please. I was going downstairs, right? Oh, nothing? It's just an elevator to nowhere? Wait, do I have to do like down and then down? I don't think this is taking me anywhere, I'll be honest with you. I think this is a bit of a dead end. I think it's a bit of a dead end. Alright, boss, here I come.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
The input is really slow. I promise I know how to use a keypad.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Yes. Where is the meeting room? I'm just trying to go to the meeting room, man. That's what it said. Like, why am I going down an elevator? Yeah, like a secret elevator in my boss's room. Man, I just want to go to the meeting room. Somebody just direct me to the meeting room.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Surely not, right?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
But it says escape. Surely this leads me out.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Hello? Willingly confront my death? But it said escape. Water. Water. Save me. I mean, I jumped off a flight of stairs like 4 times earlier.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No, not like this. Not like this.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was
What?
led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I've been murdered. No, I'm alive. There's a new narrator. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I have no idea. The narrator's led me, only done bad routes this
When
whole
every
time.
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Dead already. Nature paintings. Is this the level design? This must be the level design. Filing cabinets. Office computers. Solitaire. Employee database. Credits. Is this the end of the game? Have we finished the Stanley Parable? The Office? Whoa, hello? Warzone? Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Alright. Ultra Deluxe announcements. In December 2018, we announced Ultra Deluxe version of the Stanley Parable at the Game Awards. These are the screenshots of the videos we made for the announcement and the game's delay. Money. Alright, we need to figure out how to get the money ending. Alright. Need to figure out how to get the money in. The Office. What's over here? From Pixel Sith, subject narrator, how do you stay in shape? Sincerely, Michael the Rock Martin. Narrator emails. After the second trailer, we went and asked people to email the narrator for questions. We had initially planned to use those for promotional material. We never found the perfect use of them. Here's a selection of those emails. From Art, subject, regarding your game in the works. Dear narrator, I appreciate your previous Stanley game as a work of art and a standalone title. I appreciate the credit given to art. Dear narrator, will Stanley Parable have infinite quests? How many endings? If the Stanley Parable is really going to let me go shopping, I hope it. I have a fine selection of dessert boots. Cameron, how do you make a JRPG? Okay. That's Daddy James. How's it going? Michael, it's going well, man. It's going really well. I think I've reached the level design bit of the game. We're learning about like the decisions that went into making the game, which is really cool. I don't really know where this leads because I've died. The narrator has died. This fourth dimensional spirit that I am just seems to be wandering some halls endlessly. Hello? Countdown room. Oh, yes. This was the room where I died earlier. Countdown desk. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room would go up or down with freedom above the counter below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down and placed two endings together instead. Freedom ending. This is the freedom ending as it existed in the beta. Exit. Wait, but I feel like I'm learning. What game is this? This is the Stanley Parable, Michael. But this is specifically, this is the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. It's the like continuation of the original game with better graphics and more endings and stuff. Zending. All right. I feel like I'm. The game is now paused. Escape menu. I feel like I don't want to learn too much. Oh, what's it about? It's a game where you'll find out. You know, and let me not spoil it for you. Let me.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Michael, you'll find out very quickly what the Stanley Parable is about. You might be a little bit confused initially for the next run through. Everybody else is going to love this. Michael, you're going to be very confused because you missed the bit in the stream. But
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I'll be right back.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Hello? Sorry. What is going on here? Hello? Nothing? Nothing at all? Okay. Hello?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think so. I think so. I'm just... I don't like this. Why is that door open? Why is that door open? That was never... Why? That was never open. Why is it open?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
My
and
anxiety,
Stanley
I
knew
didn't
it
even hear what that
perfectly
guy was
well.
saying.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room,
No, it's a horrible room.
Stanley
It's
for the first
horrible.
time, but
We
eager
just-
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
No.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in
No,
order to get
no, no,
back,
no,
he
no.
needed to go...
No. I don't want to get lost. Hello?
From here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right. My mistake.
No. Listen. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this. I thought you said left. I wanted to go left because I realized I made a mistake in the lapse of judgment and came downstairs. But I was gonna follow you and go left because I felt I'm a little bit lost. You know.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
But you just said it was going to the right,
I
bro.
thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Hello. I thought you were supposed to be guiding this, bro.
Let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay, but what about this way? What about this way? What about this way? What about this way? You've lied to me thus far. What about this way? This way? Only this way? Okay, fine. Red light. Wait. Can I not just get in this car and leave? Can I not just get in this car and leave? Hello? Hello? Excuse me?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Alright, let me try that again. I feel like I didn't give the erratic and panic character enough substance. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Yes.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes, you know what? I don't quite understand why my... No, why the door closed? Why the door closed? Can you... Hello? Hello? 420? Michael, this one's for you. 420? Hello? Oh, I can close that door, but I can't open... Hello? Any of these doors? I thought my decision was taken away from me. Hello? Co-workers? Any co-workers? I'm not having an anxiety attack, right? I'm not having an anxiety. There's far too many choices. We just leave. We just leave. You know, I don't really know what's going on in there. That is not part of the office that I originally signed up for. I'm just losing my mind. I'm not crazy. I'm not having a freaking meltdown. I'm gonna go back to my office. And I'm just gonna breathe. I can't open my office door. Alright, we're just gonna fine. You know what? Let's just carry on, I guess. I mean, I don't really like what is going on in that room, but I mean, I can't go back to my office now and like calm down in there, so I just need a quiet space, man. I just need a quiet space.
When Stanley... Wait.
When I can think.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
What are
did
you
move
talking
the
about?
story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. Was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
It's too many decisions. It's too many decisions. I can't. I can't. What are you talking about, bro? Firstly, there's only supposed to be 2 corridors. Now there's this many. And you open the doors. And they all look exactly the same. Yellow corridors. I can't even walk through this door. I can't make a decision. I'm crippled by my own anxiety.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you,
yes,
there definitely was a story here before.
I'm not interested.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Yes, but...
Okay, let's give it a shot.
No, I'm going. Fuck. Alright, this erratic, panicky characters are really difficult to pull off in this game, especially when the game has its own, like, thing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The meeting room. This way. No, not this way. 420, left most easiest. Paintings. Carrying on.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Oh, the door opens the other way. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? Hello? Hello? 425, 426B, 426, 424. Anything? Hello? Doesn't seem like anything's out of the ordinary.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Yes, as it said, the story. Stanley had no idea where his office workers were. He decided to go to the meeting room. I really thought that I was going to do something. I really thought that I was going to do something. Okay, I guess not. I guess not. Wait, unless this is a secret door. Secret doors. Hello? Hello? Okay, fine. Fine. Game. I'll play ball. I'll play ball. We'll go. We will head forwards into your mysterious blue room because nothing else seems to be doing anything. I think I'm locked into a bit of a decision path at this point. Forwards! Left. Left again. NASCAR. Left.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
This is what I just did. I just went backwards to follow the story. Did I not just go backwards and follow? Jessica, you're right. No. What the hell?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
You and me both, bro.
Is
What's
this
going
a story?
on here? You tell me.
So. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I think I won. Okay? I'm calm. I'm collected.
Getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time.
Perturbed.
I have to restart.
No.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Wow.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Fine. Stream, are we following the line? Let me know before I get to the next room. Stream, you need to make your mind real quick. You need to make your mind real quick. Follow the line. Follow the line. But now, do you see what the issue is here? Normally, we would go straight. But now, we cannot go straight. What does everyone... We don't follow the line. Yes, yes. Manifest, you're outweighed by the women's. We follow the line. Even though the line doesn't follow the story, you guys made this decision. We follow it. GG, well played. Thank you.
You see? The line knows where the story is.
Yes.
It's over in this direction.
Yes.
Onward, Stanley, to
Onward.
destiny.
Yes. My destiny
Here's a
beckons.
thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey
The line is
such
drunk.
that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
What?
Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yes, the line is drunk, and music and alcohol go right hand in hand. Follow the line. We follow the line. Follow the line. The yellow line to our destiny. Zigzag, zigzag, it's interesting. The line, we follow it. Makes me think of the future. Left and right, and left and right. We follow the line blindly. Yes, peer reviews the line. The line leads us to our financial records. Wait a second. That makes no sense. What the hell? That's not the same. The line is broken. The line is broken, but we follow it indefinitely. The yellow line to destiny.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Alright, chat. Me thinking that this was good game, woman. Everybody study this fern. If we see another fern like this, we must inspect it. We must inspect it. Alright? For the time being, we shall continue. I'm a little bit concerned at this line.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right?
Yes.
The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I mean, you said follow the line, it's the story, and everybody said we're following the story.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No, but the adventure line! Right. No dialogue this time? None whatsoever?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
I think
Something
so.
exciting,
Something
daring,
mysterious.
mysterious.
Yes.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
No, I'm throwing myself out a window. I can't. Hello, game. I can't throw myself out the window anymore. Like last time. Game. I want to throw myself out the window. Can I not? Please, come on. Sure, there has to be a way. There has to be. There was totally a freaking ending out there. No? I'm sure my office looks a little different. Can I really not climb out the window anymore? Fine. Fine. Whatever.
Now, Yes, this is exciting.
Yes.
Just me and Stanley forging a new path,
Yes.
a new story. Well, it could be anything.
See, this I
What
like.
do you want our story to be?
I don't know,
Go
narrator.
wild. Use your imagination.
What I'm enjoying,
Whatever it might be, Stanley,
collaboration.
I'm ready for it.
Yes, you see, the issue we've had the whole time is that you've been dictating me, and then I rebelled, and then I followed blindly, and then I rebelled. Now, when you and I work together, that is how we solve the problem. No, we just NASCAR round in circles. Ah, yes, for in this dimension, logic makes no sense, but that's okay, because narrator, you and I, we shall craft.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just
Okay.
don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay, but now you see, narrator, you made that decision on your own. You made that decision on your own. You didn't allow me to chime in. And that bothers me, because this adventure line looks like it's having a hell of a blast. I mean, not that I can follow it up there anyway. So I guess we just push onwards.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Yes.
From here, the story is in our control.
Yes, our.
How important
Our.
we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in
Fine.
circles for a minute.
Well, no-
Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
No.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
No.
Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
No, you see, your logic was totally flawed. Your logic was totally flawed. That makes no sense. That's not how doors work. But it appears as if...
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what?
this game
Am I
is
just supposed
so
to forget?
cool.
Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever
if
it
I
is that
restart the
made this
game?
schedule? How would we even know?
What if I
Will
restart the game?
someone come for us? Will something happen?
Nonsense philosophy,
So,
adventure, unexplored, find the
okay.
line again, confusion ending. The narrator forgets
I
about
guess now we just wait. You know, I
Six-
suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the
Yeah, wait,
journey
wait,
and not
where
the
are-
destination.
where are you-
So I
restart?
hope
Yeah,
that's where
let's do
we
it.
are right now.
I think we need to restart
We'll
the game.
find out, won't we?
This is where we are. We're at the
Eventually.
5th restart now.
Well, in the meantime,
Find the li-
if you
Okay, so that was the 5th restart. Narrator forgets about previous restarts. That's the 6th ending for the confusion ending.
all of his co-workers were gone, what could it mean?
Okay,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
so now if I remember correctly, from what I read, we play the game like normal, and then it stops us and the game restarts on its own. New content? No. We play the game as it's
When
supposed to.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Carry on. I don't think we've ever taken this route.
Yet there was not a single
I lie,
person
we
here
have.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, Hoping he might find an coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
I would
office.
love to know when the game is going to stop me. Where does it... Wait, is this poem different? Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Interesting. Okay, so things are definitely different. The game hasn't just restarted entirely. We just carry on, right? For the 6th.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
yes,
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Calmly walked forward. Again, remember, we're not playing the game here. We're trying to find the confusion ending, and we're trying to get to the 6th ending where the game automatically restarts because our progress gets halted. Now, I don't know if... Because what the confusion ending said on the wall and what was actually happening deviated. We stepped away from the adventure line, and then things stopped lining up. So I'm trying to get it to match. So we're playing the campaign.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Walk straight ahead. Don't get distracted. Come on. Confusion ending. Turn on the lights. Wow.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
The game did mention the
What
monitor
horrible
room.
secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Let's have a look-see. Have a look and see. Anything here? Look. Employee observation protocol. Please note that employee 432 is a test case. Will need blah 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 blah. If monitoring screen fails to... In the case of Class 4 event, close system gates and consult with the supervisor. In the case of Class 3 event, close system gates and consult with the supervisor. Prime your consoles for info dump. Alright, so nothing really game breaking in there. Binary. I'm pretty sure somebody will figure that out. I don't have the time.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Remember, all
each
still part
bore
of
the number
campaign.
of an employee
Don't
in
get
the
distracted.
building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so
it's
many
the Matrix.
individuals
We're being
reduced
monitored.
to images on a screen.
The evil
And
overlords
Stanley,
are
one of
choosing
them,
our destiny.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Freedom means nothing. We press onwards. Elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Nope.
No. He refused to believe it. He
Wow.
couldn't accept it.
Never.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Nah, surely not.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls
Still
once
following the
and
campaign.
for all.
Okay. So this time we don't turn it on. Just turn it off. So now, did we end the campaign or did we end the confusion ending? How do we know? There's no way to track any of this.
Blackness. and a rising chill of uncertainty.
This was mentioned. I remember this.
Was it over?
The black bit on the wall.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
This is all new.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Yes.
Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized
Are we
none
free?
of this mattered to him.
Is it over?
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to
happiness is good.
understand, but to let go.
Yes.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives,
Yes.
it will be his.
This will be my life.
And that was all he needed to know.
Wow. Look
It
at
was
this
perhaps
beauty.
the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
This also makes no sense. Hang on. And everybody just take a step backwards for a second. This does not look like an exit to a building. This looks very like...
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before
I think
him.
this is fake.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy. Beat the game. We did it. We've achieved the first ending, I think. All right. Interesting. Okay, so that is the Stanley Parable. So now, I'm grateful. Welcome to Oblivion. Yes. Thank you all so much for being here for that. So this is the Stanley Parable. I hope you guys have been enjoying it as much as I have. What a game. What a game. It's interesting because it's hard to tell what is... Like, obviously the game is broken into trees, right? It's broken into sort of... If you make these decisions, you head down this route. And if you make these decisions, you head down that route. So it's really hard to tell what story you're following, like the confusion ending versus actually beating the game. But yeah, that's so cool, man. That's so cool. But yeah, guys, we're going to be rounding up the stream here. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm definitely going to be playing more of this, way more. We've only actually achieved one ending so far. Think about it, out of every decision we've made, we've only made one ending, and it's like the official ending to like the game if you just follow all the decisions. So I'm curious to see what happens from here, if the adventure line makes an introduction again, because that did happen. We followed it and then we restarted, and then the restart didn't actually restart the game entirely. So it's cool. I don't really know where we are in the game. I think we've just kind of broken the surface. But I'd love to know if you guys wouldn't mind sort of just leaving a comment if you guys are enjoying this. I think it's a lot of fun. It's cool because I can like play it like casually. There's elements where I can role play a little bit as well. I know when I try to purposely role play it, wasn't quite as entertaining as I thought it was going to be, but that's all part of the fun. I think there really was some entertaining bits where I sort of played along with the narrator. I think there's a lot of interesting dialogue backwards and forwards. It's just tough for me to get to say stuff whilst he's like, no, Stanley then restarted the game. But yeah, guys, that was the Stanley Parable. In the next stream, we will be continuing it. I will also start a playlist of Stanley Parable videos. Much like with the Outlast series, I'll cut it up into half-an-hour segments, and that way if you missed like the beginning of the stream or the end of the stream, you can always just jump back in. So from here, the edited versions will be Stanley Parable 1 and Stanley Parable 2. So if you missed the beginning of the stream, look out for Stanley Parable 1. If you missed the end of the stream, in which case you won't be seeing this, unfortunate for you, look out for Stanley Parable 2. But yeah, All of it will be there, guys. Thank you so much for being here for the live stream. It was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed the Stanley Parable. If you did, please make sure to leave a like on the video. Hope everybody has a fantastic Saturday. My name is DustBin. Have a fantastic evening, everybody. Cheerio.